For retro's sake here, bringing you Super C, Contra, Part 2. If we will, a little reading from Nintendo Power. The aliens are back, and they don't intend to lose a second time to a couple of combat yahoos from a backward planet like Earth. But that didn't stop you in Contra, and it's not likely to stop you now. What may stop you are the 8 grueling stages leading up to the final, desperate battle with an indescribably weird alien Super C Super Fiend. If this game doesn't beat your summer, nothing will. This is being read from Nintendo Power Magazine, May-June 1990. Issue 12. In this issue, it shows you the stages. It doesn't show you stage 1. I guess it assumes if you can't get past stage 1, there's no point in showing you anything in stage 1. It shows you stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, stage 5. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read a little bit of what it says here for stage 2. It says, it is called the first base. Stage 3 is the jungle. Stage 4 is the inner base, not the second base. Stage 5 is the cliff. Stage 6 is the entry to the headquarters. Stage 7, headquarters. And then stage 8 is just the final stage. Doesn't say a name for it at all or anything. Just says final stage. In this particular issue, it didn't really give me a lot of helpful tips on how to win or how to beat the game. But there are quite a bit of details on the names of things. Some of the names that they gave to some of these items, like the purple pulper, the alien and the snake, crypto crustacean in stage 5. I want to read from stage 5 in this issue because I found this quite interesting when reading this. I remember reading this as a kid. Now, I never had these magazines as a kid, but I definitely remember a friend having this magazine and reading this because I thought, who makes this stuff up? Stage 5, the cliff. Why should you climb this brutal cliff? Not just because it's there, that's for certain, but because you have to. Isn't that 2 in the same? Why climb this cliff? Because that's for certain, but because you have to. In one of the last videos, I asked if anyone knew what the name of this particular item. Obviously, you can pretty well tell what it's used for. This is a 4-player plug-in adapter for the Nintendo NES system. Here on the side, it's got a switch for 2 to 4 players. So you would just switch it. You were just playing a 2-player game. And then you have the option to turn on turbo right here. Right off this little button. That is amazing. You can take a standard controller and make it a turbo function. This is aforementioned named by Nintendo as the Foursquare. Give you a little bit of a little angle to that. Comment below if you've ever seen one of these before. Let me know what you think of that. I've used it a few times. Not often do we have 4-player action going on here at For Retro's sake. But when we do, we use the Foursquare. Now, one of the secrets in Super C that you may not be aware of is that there's an option to have 10 lives at the beginning instead of just 3. What you're going to want to do is push right, left, down, up, A, B, and then the start screen. So I'm going to show you that. And now if you look, I have rest 10 lives. We're not going to play with 10 lives today, boys and girls. Oh no, we're going to play with just the standard 3. Let's see how far we get. Are we going to beat Super C in one run? Or will we have to come back for a second attempt? That is up to the cards of fate. Let's shrink me down a little bit so you don't have to watch me the entire time. There I be. I don't think I'm too much in the way now. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm too much in the way there. Or if I bothered you being on the screen there. Maybe next time I'll change my position. Now, the one thing that I can say about Super C, personally, just me, I don't know that I feel the game is harder than Contra. But because I didn't own this game as a kid, I can say that I feel it's a little bit more difficult just because I don't have the nostalgia, the time put into it in my grandma's basement, playing with my cousin and everybody that would come over, my brothers. I just don't have the time frame put into this particular game. So I can say that I feel it's harder, but I think that's just because I don't have as much time, that's all. So I just picked up the F power weapon. If you're familiar with my last video, you'll know that I did Contra with no weapon upgrade. I have not tried that with this particular game yet. There we go with one death already. I don't know that I would make it very far, to be honest with you. Just like I said, I don't have the time frame in this game like I do Contra. So let's hope for the best. Let's hope that we get pretty far today. Let's beat the game. I mean, for retro's sake. Now, one thing that I can say about this game is that the enemies populate, it seems like, a little bit faster and a little bit more prolifically. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go back quite often and make sure that you're shooting at said enemies that pop up on the screen. That does seem to happen quite a bit, and one of the things that I can say is that I feel like it happens often during this part. So I was stuttering and stammering there for a second because I was just waiting for another guy to show up and kill me. I didn't need to lose another life in the first level. That's already bad enough, losing the first life in the first level. Area 2 is one of my favorites, mostly because the way that it's laid out. This feels like a game that I played a lot with my brother called Guerrilla War, and one of the best parts about Guerrilla War is that you can just, like, I mean, mash. Like, you're just mashing, killing everything all the time. So it's a fun game. I'm pretty sure that there's possibly endless lives in that game. So there's a lot of fun to that game because you can just get through it and beat it in one sitting. I just about died there. One of the negative things about doing these videos the way that I am is that I have my camera set up about, I don't know, let's say 7 inches in the middle of my TV screen. So there's times where I just won't see somebody coming because my dang old camera is in the way. And that's just not cool. Not cool at all. But here at For Retro's sake, we're not going to make up any excuses. We're just going to go ahead and try our best and see where we go. If I give any advice for this particular guy, it's going to be stay into the darker area, if you will. When you're defeating this guy, you really only have to kill the green guy in the middle, but it's kind of impossible with the spread not to go ahead and kill the other two on the sides. So, through level 2 now, not too shabby at all. How's your day going? Having a good day? I hope so. Praying for you daily. anybody that leaves a comment, you get prayed for. I definitely hope that you're having a great day. Pray for me. Pray that I have a good run in this game. This is already recorded by the time you see it, so if those prayers help me, then that's awesome. You had some supernatural prayers that I really, really appreciate. Like I said before, we're also going to be picking up any weapons possible because I would like to make it through this game if possible. And I don't see that happening with the regular rifle. I will put some time into the game, though, if everybody would like to see me. I tried to cheat it and get through that, and you can't do that. You gotta slam that spread button all over. Can't just go cheating. Now, it's got me a little worried because now I'm back into my regular rifle land. And if you've ever played this game, you know why I'm kind of worried about that, because regular rifle is just no bueno in this game. You gotta be pressing the B button as often as possible. Don't use the turbo functions or anything. One cool thing is you can duck right here and you're like invincible. But the negative thing is, if you duck at the wrong time like I did, you're kind of stuck. Like, but we got out of there. Have no fear. We made it. Alright, so we're getting near the end of the jungle. Feeling nostalgic. Feeling like we're back in the first Contra. This guy is, I believe what you would call a mini-boss. He's not really, like, the end guy. So, he's interesting. I can say that much. I get on top of him and then shoot from the side as much as I can. Duck away from those bullets. That may not be the most advantageous way. It's just what I do. If you have a better way, comment below, let me know. It's not that fun with the regular rifle, I can say that. There's definitely a huge advantage to having that spread gun. Alright, so we defeated the mini-boss. Now this area, the floor starts to fall out on you. And that makes it interesting that they give you that invincibility. The B stands for barrier. My little brother told me that he was upset with me last time because he expected me to be telling everybody what all of the option capsules are called. I had to look that part up too because I was calling them like football shaped things. They're called option capsules. So this part here, very difficult, easy to get killed. I've died here quite often. I definitely appreciate my little brother being here for this part. So I'm missing him right now big time. He definitely is really good at this part. We played this a few times, like I said. We just don't have as much time in it as I would like. I would definitely be a lot better if we had, spent more time playing this game. But we didn't even own Contra at home as kids. My grandma and grandpa owned that game. So the only time that we ever got to play Contra was whenever we were at my grandma and grandpa's. So it's not like I have like a crazy amount of experience time with it as a kid. I have a lot of time as an adult playing Contra, or a young adult. Probably around 19, 20. I really started playing video games a lot more with my little brother, and that was a blast. I mean, we would really sit there and play for hours. And we played a lot of different games. One of the games that we really, I don't know if we enjoy it, but we definitely played it a lot, is Amagon. Amagon. If I'm not pronouncing it correctly, my bad. This part here is tricky. If you don't duck, you get hit in the head with that, and that's no bueno. Died quite a bit there, not thinking it through. Oh gosh. Yeah, I just about died there. That was not cool. Woo! The enemies are everywhere. They're fierce. They're after me. They smell soldier blood. Now, definitely went the wrong way, but that's okay. Like, we'll be alright. We made it. Alright, just keep climbing, just keep climbing. One of the things is, if you remember my last video, Bubbles from Hell, I don't know if that's what I called them, but that's what I think they are. They're the devil bubbles. One of the things that I do is I shoot that one on the left first, then I go to the right and get rid of those. That middle, I don't know, cannon. I don't know what to call that thing. I didn't actually look at the name of that. Sorry, but I start on the left, shooting at some, and then. This is where having two-player really helps out a lot. But anyways, I start on this one, I blast him as much as I can, then I go over here, and it kind of defrays the bullets away from me for a second. Right now, I'm just trying to get back some lives that I lost from before. Here comes those bubbles that I was speaking of. I'm really not a fan of the bubbles. Gives me nightmares in the bathtub. Oh my goodness golly, I can't believe I did that. I don't even know a time that I've ever died there, except for right now. And now the bubbles are going to be after me. This is not a time to lose the spread. Like, oh my goodness, Bubble Nation. I don't know that I can beat this with a regular rifle. I've never... Get over here. Oh, I knew better than that. This is really hard with a regular rifle. I can say that much. This might be where we call it a day. I just don't see me getting past this. I don't know one time that I ever have. So. Today would be a good day to start, right? Woo! Tell you, man, they make you work for it. We did it! We beat it with the regular rifle. Tell your friends. My finger, my thumb, I'm cramping. Playing this on a regular D-pad controller, by the way, in case you didn't see. Alright. Let's get a weapon. Like goodness. I don't care what the weapon is. I'll even take an F. Oh. Woo! Now, he only going to shoot? It looked like he was only going to shoot whenever I was standing. Whatever, man. I felt like I was dead before that ever happened, so I'm pretty happy about that. Alright, right now we just want to get through this part here, get away from that guy. Woo! Oh, yes. Thank you, Lord. Giving me back my spread. Don't lose it on something silly here. Goodness. Jumpy, jumpy. I don't know how anybody beats this part without the spread. Like, And be cautious when jumping there, because what happens is one of those boulders come crashing down on you when you jump through that cliff part. So beware. Pretty sure that guy's killed me a lot. This guy too. Those guys, I mean. I knew better than that. Alright, we'll try one continue from where we're at. Might as well. We're still in the meat and potatoes of this game. And I'm still having fun. I'd have a lot more fun if I hadn't lost that spread when I did. But what are you gonna do? Beggars can't be choosers. I don't know. I feel like I got really lucky there a couple of times. Let's make sure we shoot that. Not too shabby. I don't know what to say. Like, I don't feel like I did anything wrong there. Felt like that should have already been blown, so what are you gonna do? Lost my spread again. Guess I just really want to go through this with the regular rifle. In all of the bad parts. Like I said, that guy has killed me often. And those guys will not do it to me a second time. That guy just about did it to me. My goodness golly. All y'all. Ah! With the spread, you can kill that so much easier. It's like, duh. Pretty sure this is one of the most difficult ones, so. Not too sure how this is gonna go. Well, we died. Again. I'm gonna call it quits there. Hopefully you enjoyed this run. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna have a little bit better luck next time because I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna practice some off camera. For retro's sake. Have a good day.